Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As you come into the room, be sure to drop your crowns and your location, and don't forget to like this video. This is a special video. I decided to do this fundraiser / hot topics combination because you know what? It just came to my mind. I said, why don't everyone's looking for a way on how they can help Haiti. If you don't know, Haiti had a horrific earthquake. Oh my gosh, I don't even think it's even been a week at this point, where over 2,000 people have lost their lives. We will get more into that, but you know I have to get the vibrations up, and I want to get you guys moving so that we can raise at least $1,000 with this video. So be sure to share this live, and shout out to my mods that are already in the room. Shout out to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. Appreciate you all being here, and shout out to our subscribers and everyone that's here. Sac passe, and let's get this party going. Drop those crowns in the chat, y'all. Welcome to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, y'all. Thank you to everyone that's already donating to our Hope for Haiti charity. Get those vibes going. Welcome to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We are live only on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. I am live on my TikTok. I just came on here to let you guys know, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We will be live raising money for Hope for Haiti organization. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that, but I want to get into why why I decided to do this, why we are doing this. I just want to say shout out to everyone already that has been donating. You have already brought us to $548. I set the goal low. Look, I set the goal low for $1,000, but even $1,000 will go so far right now. If you don't know, Haiti had a horrendous earthquake, 7.2 magnitude earthquake. Just let me get my details. I'm going to take the crown off. I'm going to put the crown down. Shout out to everyone that has already donated. Unfortunately, because I don't know why StreamYard doesn't do this. Hold on, y'all. I got my little standing mat here. Unfortunately, for some reason, I'm not able to share the donations on StreamYard, unfortunately. But I just want to say thank you to our anonymous donors. Shout out to everyone that has been donating before the live, during the live. Appreciate you all being here. Of course, it is an all night of hot topics, raising money for Hope for Haiti. Shout out to my fellow content creators that have shared this video. Please be sure to share this video. We will keep this video going for the fundraiser for the next 10 days. Of course, I would love it if we raise way more than the goal. And I appreciate everyone being here and supporting. This is our very first fundraiser here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. I wanted to do one for my birthday, but there were some stipulations on how many subscribers you had. They weren't letting me do it, y'all. So I'm so glad that we're able to do it for such a worthy cause. Let me give you some more details. Of course, we're going to get into some hot topics. I'm going to entertain you. We're going to talk some hot topics. As you can see, we have a few different hot topics to talk about. So we'll get into that in just a second. Let me just take that down. Okay. And shout out to our friends over at Now Simplified and So Informed on Instagram. I follow both accounts. If you're not following them, I've posted links and more information on other organizations where you can donate to help Haiti. So it doesn't have to be just Hope for Haiti, but there are some other reputable organizations where you guys can donate to help Haiti out during this time. Shout out to everyone that's donating. I see you. Anonymous donated $5. Anonymous donated. That's the thing, guys. No donation is too small. No donation is too small because every dollar counts. Look how far we've already come, and we just went live. Look how far we've already come. TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. I'm about to close out the live feed here because I want to focus just on our YouTube channel. Anyway, so shout out to them. So on Saturday, August 14th, 2021, a 7.2 magnitude earthquake hit southwest Haiti near, look, you already know, I'm going to mispronounce this, okay? Les Cayes and Jeremy, destroying thousands of buildings and trapping thousands under rubble. The initial quake was felt all the way in Cuba and Jamaica. Okay, the earthquake and aftershocks have left at least over 12,000 injured and a death toll of more than 2,100 people. So what does this mean for the nation that's still recovering from a massive 2010 earthquake? Still recovering from that 11 years later. And the assassination of their president just last month. So as I said to you before, I love this account on Instagram. If you're not following them, they're so informative. If you're just joining us, we're raising money for Hope for Haiti. We will give you more information on the organization. I just wanted to give you a little background on why I decided to do this fundraiser on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. So the disaster is especially damaging in the context of Haiti's environmental and political turmoil. The earthquake most likely occurred along the same fault line as the nation's 7.0 magnitude earthquake back in 2010, which killed roughly 200,000 to 250,000 people and displaced 1.5 million people. Haiti has never fully recovered from the 2010 earthquake, and we're going to get into why that is. Since then, the nation has also suffered from the Hurricane Matthew in 2016 and political unrest recently culminating in the assassination of their president. So just a little history. I know you guys didn't come here. You guys came here to be entertained, and you will be. Just bear with me. I wanted to give you some background on why this was so important. Though Haitians liberated themselves from French rule in 1804, continued exploitation, namely by France and the United States, has undermined political stability and contributed to massive wealth inequality in Haiti. 59% of Haitians live below the poverty line, and 24% of Haitians live in extreme poverty. Haiti is considered one of the poorest nations in the Western Hemisphere, exacerbating the difficulties in recovery from any and all disasters. Okay? Because I know you guys hear about these different disasters that happen in Haiti. And you're like, oh my God, another disaster has hit Haiti, another fundraiser that we're doing for Haiti. Well, this is part of the reason why. This is part of the reason why. So relief efforts are underway and were severely hindered by the landfall of Tropical Storm Grace on Monday. The rain mostly stopped by Tuesday, bringing people to the streets, searching for family members, supplies, and aid. Aid efforts, however, have been slowed due to severe flooding from the storm across the nation. According to CORE, a humanitarian aid group who works in the country, and funding is the biggest need right now. So you get why we're doing funding of a fundraiser, because funding is the biggest need right now. This is a quote from the CORE representative. I think the need really in Haiti is the funding. We need the funding on the ground. It's essential so that we can respond to the need in the midst of all the emergencies, so that we can really make an impact on the ground and get people out of suffering. That was Margaret Lubin, the Haiti CORE representative. So these are some organizations that, and I've posted links to these organizations in the description of this video. So everyone, be sure to check out these organizations. As you can see, Project Hope is one of them. Airlink Flight is one of them. Haiti, yeah, look. I'm sure this is French. More Hope for Haiti is the organization that I decided to do our fundraiser for today. Let me tell you a little bit about the organization Hope for Haiti. You can find out more information at hopeforhaiti.com. Okay. Just a little history behind this organization that you're donating to. We're already at $758. Thank you to everyone that's been donating to this video, that's been sharing this video. Every single dollar counts. I appreciate you all being here for our very first fundraiser. And I'm so glad that this fundraiser could be for Haiti. I'm so glad that we were able to do this for Haiti. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone. Thank you to my mods. Thank you to everyone that's donating. Thank you to all of you that are here. Okay, so this is directly from their website. Shout out to Hope for Haiti, the organization that we're raising money for. As one of the most trusted organizations working to reduce poverty in Haiti, Hope for Haiti is focused on providing support and partnership for the Haitian people every single day. Their vision is our vision for Haiti: joyful children, healthy families, thriving communities, and the resources to make it so. Their mission is to improve the quality of life for Haitian people, particularly children. So another important area that we wanted to address here. So more information on Hope for Haiti, the charity, is available in the description of this video, and other ways that you can help Haiti during this very difficult time. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Let's get into the mess, though. I know why y'all are here. Y'all here for the mess. I appreciate everyone so far. We already raised $800. We already raised over $800. Thank you so much. TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We are doing a special fundraiser for Haiti, specifically the Hope for Haiti organization. Let's get into some mess. So guys, if you didn't see, I posted 2 videos earlier today. One was on Erica Girardi. The other was on Kenya Moore. Let's talk about Kenya Moore. And let me put my little thing back up. Oh, Kenya. I think everything's working out for Kenya right now. Everything's working out for Kenya. I think so. I mean, she may not have the husband, but she has a lot of legal wins going on right now. So Kenya Moore's soon-to-be ex-husband, Mark Daly, is saying to people that he's had to hire security for his daughter. But wait a second. Okay, let me just get into the article. I'm just going to give you highlights. I did a full video on everything here. So according to Mark Daly, he's saying, hold on, I want to be able to see what you guys are saying. Let me just move this out. Let me just pop out my chat, y'all. Let me just do this. Pop out my chat so I can see what you guys are saying. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. So according to legal documents obtained by Radar Online, Mark is saying that he's had to hire security because Bravo fans have been threatening Brooklyn daily. I know he's lying. There ain't one Bravo fan that does not love Brooklyn. We were mad that she wasn't featured on the show because of you. Oh, goodness. All right. I'm digressing. I know. Okay, so according to court documents obtained by Radar, Mark made these claims as a part of his plea to seal the court battle with Kenya. So as you know, we reported that these two, Kenya filed for divorce back in May. He replied to the divorce back in June. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this is what Mark is saying. You already know that Kenya has received primary custody. Mark is receiving visitation. Okay. So the order says Kenya is also allowed to have Brooklyn appear on RHOA. As you know, we did another video on that. Without Mark's interference, she still has to let him know that they're going to be filming and that Brooklyn will be a part of filming. She still has to let him know, but he can't stop her. Okay? But this is what he's saying. Let me get into what he's saying. He said he's claiming that his relationship had received a lot of media attention due to the plaintiff detailing their private issues on the reality television show she's filming. He claims that the party's minor child has received threats on social media platforms that feature her, and the defendant is concerned that additional exposure may result in more threats to the parties and Brooklyn. Oh, goodness. He also claims, Mark Daly, just joining us, we're talking about Kenya Moore and Mark Daly. He also claims that since the last court hearing, he has received, this is a quote, received an increase in threats of physical harm. Mark said he had to hire security personnel to protect himself and his business. He's claiming every time the media covered the divorce, his business saw, this is a quote, dramatic drop in revenue due to the negative press. He pleaded with the court to seal the proceedings. But Kenya also wants this, not in the public eye because we're going to talk about it. Hold on, let me see what you guys are saying. Aaliyah says, translation, I want money. Okay. They still have to figure out those specific details. They still have to figure out the details. As we also reported in an earlier video, apparently, in these legal documents, Mark is saying that he wants half of Moore Manor. Remember, they don't have a prenup. Georgia law is very different than, marriage and divorce. It varies from state to state. So I don't know what's going to happen when it comes to that. Of course, it's going to be documented, and of course, we're going to be following it. All right. Quinn says, Mark, no, he can't afford security. Stop it. Oh my goodness, you guys are hilarious. Bonnie says Mark wants fame and money. You also remember there was a story, not even a story. Mark confirmed that he was filming a reality show. It hadn't been picked up by a network, but apparently he was filming a Bravo show. Not Bravo show, sorry, a reality show, not a Bravo show. I don't think Bravo's gonna pick this up. Oh boy, it's Corey asked the question, does Brooklyn get paid to be on the show? I guess Kenya gets paid on behalf. Yeah, just like the husbands, I believe the children do not get a check. They do not get a check. They don't get a check. I think they're part of the package deal in regards to what Kenya makes on the show. Amber says, Mark needs less manner. He better more his manner back to New York City. I don't even think he's even in Georgia right now. He only has visitation because his primary residence is here. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys about that story. I will drop the call-in link for you guys in a little bit. We're already over 100 likes. Let's get some more heads into the room by sharing this video, liking this video if you haven't liked it already. Let's talk about, since we're talking about divorce, let's talk about Kelly Clarkson. So as you know, we've been following Kelly Clarkson's divorce from Brandon Blackstone, her former manager. He also used to manage Blake Shelton from The Voice and, you know, a well-known country singer. Well, now we're finding out why exactly she decided to leave Brandon. As you know, Brandon decided to quit the music business and become a rancher. Now he's living on Kelly's ranch. If you haven't been following this story, I also reported just, I think last week, that Kelly had a major legal win in court where the judge decided, yes, we will honor your prenuptial agreement. The prenuptial agreement says whatever she earned in the marriage and whatever he earned in the marriage, they get to keep for themselves. They are not sharing any of those things. And I know everyone's asking, well, that's why you signed a prenup. Well, he was contesting the prenup. It happens all the time, even with a prenup. So still get a prenup, aka also known as Candy Burris. All right. But this is what we're hearing in regards to the relationship and why the relationship fell apart. So this is according to a source. Shout out to Us Magazine. They're saying, according to a source, she could no longer trust Brandon, and she felt that Brandon was just using her for money and lifestyle. Okay? She had tremendous resentment towards him. She just wasn't willing to look the other way anymore. So they go on to say that she had a lot of questions that he just couldn't answer. Oh my God. Now the singer is happy with her choice to move on without Brandon Blackstock. She hasn't and won't ever look back. Kelly has no regrets about filing for divorce. She only stuck it out for as long as she did for her kids. You know, a lot of people do. You think we've learned that staying in a terrible marriage for kids is never going to work, but people still do it. People still do it. So the insider's telling Us Weekly that Clarkson had dealt with a range of emotions because of her messy split, but she just wants it over with at this point. In the meantime, she has to work to distract her. So as you know, Kelly Clarkson is on The Voice. She also has her daytime talk show that's highly successful, also taking the place of Ellen's time slot. So stay tuned for that. But you also may recall that right now, Kelly Clarkson is paying Brandon Blackstock $200,000 a month in spousal and child support, even though she has primary custody and they're mostly with her and he's in Montana. Okay. Either way, that Montana ranch, now that the judge is upholding the prenuptial agreement, she owns it. So initially, she had wanted to sell it, but they were still waiting on a decision regarding her prenuptial agreement. So, I mean, if they're going to honor the prenup, I think right now at this point, it's just going to be like, okay, how much is she going to pay him just to go away? But she has kids with him, so he's never really going to go away. Someone just asked the question. Miss T says, so he has to leave the ranch. Yes. And here's the sticky part of the situation. What Kelly's legal team is going to be worried about at this point is if he will give access to the real estate agent to show the ranch so that they can sell it. So that's going to probably be another legal situation so that they can figure out a schedule on how that will work going forward. But he decided to leave the music business. He doesn't represent Blake Shelton. Blake Shelton got rid of him, I don't even know, might be recently or a while ago. Blake Shelton is Team Kelly at this point. You know, Blake Shelton is also on The Voice. I'm Team Kelly as well at this point. I just want this to be over for her. This is just a crazy, crazy situation. Crazy situation. Side note, can we talk about OnlyFans? I told you it's a night of hot topics. We're talking about a variety of topics, and I will give you the call-in link so you can bring up topics. People want to know, Misty wants to know, what is his job? He used to be a music manager. Him and his father, they had a company managing artists, and Kelly was one of his artists. And Blake Shelton. But he decided, I'm going to leave that and become a rancher. All right. And some other stunning news of the week. OnlyFans. You know what OnlyFans is. You know, Beyonce sang about it in a recent song. Y'all know what OnlyFans. Don't act all angelic. Well, OnlyFans has decided that come October, they're going to be the new Tumblr. They're not going to show any more sex stuff. No more of that will come to OnlyFans in October. So you better get what you can get between now and October. October is right around the corner, y'all. So Bloomberg reported that the company will stop allowing its users, specifically creators who offer subscriptions, to share such content from October forward. This is a quote. In order to ensure that the long-term sustainability of our platform and the continue to host an inclusive community of creators and fans, we must evolve our content guidelines. Y'all already knew it was going to be trouble. When they had celebrities going on OnlyFans, especially celebrities that were going on OnlyFans and not doing anything, not putting any content up, or saying they're going to put content up and they didn't put content up. Oh, goodness. OnlyFans is clearly, OnlyFans is sort of like, when someone gets someone's new money, OnlyFans is like that. We're new money, so we're going to act brand new. When someone gets a little success, they are making a lot of money, but they're making a lot of money off of what they originally started as. I know I probably have some people in here that have no idea what the hell OnlyFans is. I know I do. I know there's people in here that it's very much, okay, it's sort of like an X-rated version of Patreon, where you pay for a subscription. You get exclusives. People are doing all kinds of things. People are making money, though. People are making a lot of money on. I see all the jokes too. I see people making jokes about, people are going to start going back to doing their regular jobs and things like that. Come on, y'all. I just want to say we hit $1,000 in our fundraiser. We hit our goal. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I wanted to pay attention to that. Thank you guys so much for donating. We reached our goal. Let's continue raising money because I set the goal low. But as I've read to you before, it's important, especially funding right now, to help Haiti. The charity that we chose is Hope for Haiti. I know I'm going from OnlyFans to remind y'all about this, but I just wanted. It's a night of hot topics. Y'all knew it was going to be messy. All right. But let's keep raising money. I'm keeping this fundraiser going for the next 10 days. So if you're watching the replay of this, be sure to make a donation as much as you can. Every bit counts. What if I decided not to do this? Then no one would have thought to make this sort of donation, this sort of money. This is not about me. I appreciate everyone saying, I'm so glad you're doing this. Thank you for doing it. I appreciate you guys saying that, but this is not about me. I had this idea. We have this option here on YouTube. I said, let's do it. Let's make this happen. I think it's so important. All right, back to the mess. OnlyFans is gone. Well, no, it's not gone. It's about to be gone. Y'all saw what happened with Tumblr. Is Tumblr still around? I know I still have the option on my Instagram to send my post to Tumblr. Is Tumblr still around? Do you still use Tumblr? I'm gonna post. I'm gonna do a post. I need to do I need to know if y'all are still using Tumblr. Do you still use Tumblr? I'm just gonna ask the question. I mean, I could have put the third option, never use Tumblr, but I'm not gonna do that. I want to know if you guys are using Tumblr. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about OnlyFans. OnlyFans, first of all, they already launched their, safe for work. The not safe for work option. Well, now they have a safe for work option. They've made a lot of money off of sex workers. Let's just call it out. They've made a lot of money off of sex workers, and now they're pretty much saying, now that we're new money and we're on this huge platform and we want, more, we want to honor our investors, get out of here. Let me just get into this though, because you will still be able to see nudity but not the graphic stuff. Look, not the sexually explicit content. There we go. That's the term. That's the term. Let me get back into what they were saying, though. So back in June, it was reported that the company was seeking a valuation of over $1 billion as it looked to change its reputation from a website for pornography and other adult content. Advertisers had expressed concern regarding the prolificacy. There we go. I know prolific, but I've never seen it used like this. Of sexually explicit content on the platform, which is unfortunately another reminder of how often sex work is stigmatized. Okay. Additionally, many venture capital firms, investors are often prevented from investing in industries that included pornography, alcohol, or firearms due to concerns about tarnished reputations. This is all despite the fact that OnlyFans brought in more than $2 billion, $2 billion, y'all, in sales in 2020. Everybody was stuck at home. Everybody was stuck at home. People that were stuck at home started businesses. Let me take a sip. Oh, already at 76 votes. Do you still use Tumblr? 7% says yes. I really want to talk to the people that said yes. Like, what are you using it for? Its original means, probably. But a lot of people said no, 93%. $2 billion in sales in 2020. Also, we saw a lot of celebrities join in 2020. They weren't doing any of those, sexy time stuff. They were just there. Look there. While the exact details as to what constitutes sexually explicit content remains unclear, the company has said creators can still post nude photos and videos if they're, quote, consistent with the company's policies. The news comes just days after the company rolled out a new app exclusively for, of course, safe for work content. Designed for phones, tablets, and smartphones, smart TVs, the new app was soft launched earlier this year, but received a larger public push this past week. So effective October 1st of 2021, OnlyFans will prohibit the posting of any content containing sexually explicit content in order to ensure the long-term sustainability of the platform and continue host an inclusive community of creators and fans, which must evolve our content guidelines. So is this the end of OnlyFans? Is this the end? This is the end, isn't it? This is probably the end for OnlyFans. I wanted to use this night to talk about a variety of hot topics. That's one of them. Let's get into. Let me see who. You know what we love to do here on the channel? We love to look at property. Before we get into looking at this property, this $70 million mansion bought by The Weeknd, the singer. I saw this. Oh my God, we have to look at this together. I love looking at them. QK says 2022, OnlyFans is dead. Exactly. Nisi says poor sex workers. It was a safe job, users. And people were doing well. We're going to get into The Weeknd's property. We're going to look at that. If you're just joining us, this is our special fundraiser for Haiti. We are trying to raise now over $1,000. Please feel free to donate what you can for this donation. If you're watching the replay, we appreciate you being here and helping us raise money for the charity Hope for Haiti. More details on other organizations you can donate will be available in the description of this video. All right. Lizzo. Can we talk a little bit about Lizzo? So shout out to my girl, Layla Lynn. Layla Lynn did a really awesome video on this story because, Lizzo had a new song come out with Cardi B called Rumors. And I know she already deals with a lot of people, that are just very critical of her. And I think in our society, we always say, racism is wrong, sexism is wrong. But I don't think we talk enough about people that are, what's the correct term? people that are just derogatory to people that don't necessarily have the perfect fit body, whatever it may be. And as you know, Lizzo has made a career on being very proud of who she is. She's also my Taurus sister. Y'all know that was coming. Y'all know that was coming. She's also my Taurus sister. She's created so many amazing hits for her. I don't know how I feel about rumors, though. Rumors for me, I don't hate it. I actually kind of like Cardi's part of it. I don't hate it, though. But Lizzo had a really major album. You know, she's been doing this for a very long time, but it was this recent album that really catapulted her into the stratosphere. I do enjoy the Rumors video. I was just like, whoa, this is like iconic. This is epic. This is big. And while she went on social media to express how hurt she's been really hurt by some of the things that people have been saying about her body, about her being a Black woman. And she did a recent interview with ABC talking about that and says, you know, I try to keep my head up, but every once in a while, some of the things that people say gets to me. And I get it. Look, y'all know I'm going to bring it back to her being a Taurus. We have a tough skin, but every once in a while, after all of the stuff and all of the, look, I see it with the comments. That's why sometimes I can't even read comments, even though for the most part, the comments are great and constructive. But there will be those times where you're like, that's why I really can't sit and read the comments, because if I do, I'm going to be like Lizzo crying on social media. If y'all see me crying on social media, send help, because then I really lost it. But I understand not everyone deals with, especially her. She has a larger platform. There are a lot of people making all kinds of racist and derogatory comments about her body and her celebration of her body. That's one of the things that I love about Lizzo, is that she celebrates who she is. Yes, she also expresses her own concerns about, losing weight and things like that, and depression. She's talked about that openly, especially during the pandemic. So she says this, I don't mind critiques about me, my music, she said. I don't even mind the fat comments. I just feel like it's unfair sometimes, the treatment that people like me receive. People don't let them see you with your head down. My head is always up. And this is what she said in the interview. Even when I'm upset, even when I'm crying, my head is up. But I know it's my job as an artist to reflect the times. And this should not fly. This shouldn't be okay. Ultimately, despite the negativity that is spewed at Lizzo, she believes that she was built to handle. Yes, you were, my Taurus sister. Yes, you were. She said, God doesn't give me anything I cannot handle. And God also gave me the gift to be fearless in my vulnerability, to help inspire people. I don't ever mean to alarm someone. People just need to know I've got this. Lizzo's GMA interview comes at the heels of the release of her Cardi B assisted Rumors song, which triggered unnecessary comments about the collaboration and her body. I saw that Offset decided to make his own comments about it, and I said, oh, hell no, I'm not reading that. Not coming from you, Offset. Okay, let it come from someone else. Let it come from someone else, not you, Offset. Let me see what you guys are saying. I apologize. I was just trying to get into all of this. All right. Let me take a sip. Okay. Speaking of, hold on. Britney Spears. I didn't plan to do the Britney Spears story, but did you guys hear about the Britney Spears story? Police went to her home because Britney had called the police, I believe, on her housekeeper or not her dog walker. Speaking of dog walkers, has Lady Gaga spoke out about the dog walker making, I just got some breaking news. American Idol Saisha Mercado reunited with her infant daughter. You remember that story? We did that story as well. Saisha Mercado from American Idol. She was a finalist on American Idol, separated from both her children after a doctor who apparently has a known history of false reports on specifically Black parents. Her son was taken away, and then the police and CPS took her daughter away. Ben Crump is now involved in the case. famed, civil rights attorney Ben Crump is now involved in the case. That's great news. I love when we get great news while we're live. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. I'm going to end this poll. Let me just see the final results. We have over 100-something votes. Do you still use Tumblr? Overwhelmingly, at 93%, you all said no. Let's end that. Okay. All right, let me see what you got. Yes, that's great for Saisha. All right. Dog walker. I'm taking my memory pills. So I haven't seen any update in regards to Lady Gaga responding to the dog walker, Ryan Fisher, I believe his name is. He set up a GoFundMe trying to raise $40,000 so he can make the cross-country trip, moving his entire life from LA back to New York, where he's from. So he posted his GoFundMe, and in the GoFundMe, he talked about being abandoned and unsupported, which made a lot of people, a lot of fans, Lady Gaga fans, say, where's Lady Gaga? Why is this man hurting for money during this time? We've heard reports. I haven't really seen actual evidence that Lady Gaga paid for his hospital bills and things like that. I'm sure she did. But we should also keep in mind what this dog walker went through was very traumatic. It wasn't just like someone stole the dog. He was shot. He was shot. Like, you're going to need therapy. This didn't happen that long ago. So I'm just like, and I get it. When you have money, people sometimes take advantage of that and always want. But I believe that these two had a really great relationship for a long time. So I know that he probably needs years of therapy. We don't know. Everyone's affected by these situations very differently. Everyone's affected very differently about these situations. Exactly. I can't imagine, like, you can't just get over that. And obviously he's leaving LA because that's where it happened. He's like, I don't want to even be in the state anymore. I can only imagine. Oh, hold on. Jesus says, I'm a Lady Gaga fan. I'm a little monster. Pause up. It's crazy to see what he's saying and what he went through. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be critical of Lady Gaga. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. She could have given him money. And, some people, look, I don't know. So I'm trying to, that's why I keep asking, has Lady Gaga said anything? I don't know. All right, we have almost 300 people watching this video. This is our Hot Topics, Night of Hot Topics. I wasn't sure how long I would be up here before we hit our goal. We already hit our $1,000 goal, but let's keep on raising money. Every dollar counts. I appreciate everyone being here and everyone that donated. Amber says, be all about the dogs, throw away the people. Well, some people feel like that because you may recall in regards to this Lady Gaga story, she had put up a $500,000 reward for the return of her puppies, her dogs. QK says, why isn't the dog walkers going after the shoes? I'm sure he wants them arrested. I mean, they've been arrested. Who knows? He did not name Lady Gaga in this GoFundMe. He just says that after what he went through, he felt abandoned and unsupported. But back to what I was talking about. Before I was talking about Lady Gaga, let's talk about another pop princess, Britney Spears. So Britney Spears, as you know, we've been following the conservatorship situation. That's still being involved. Well, now she's blaming her father for her dogs being taken away. So her dog walker, I believe, is the one that took her dog and decided not to return the dog. Because according to reports, they're saying that the dogs do not look as if they were being taken care of by Britney. And the housekeeper, she allegedly attacked the housekeeper. The housekeeper called the police to the home. It was a mess, y'all. It was a mess. I don't know what's going on there with Britney. I don't think Britney, and I've said this before, free Britney all day. However, I do still think that something is going on with Britney and her mental health. So I'm not sure what exactly is going on. Apparently, when the police arrived, she wanted to be like, oh, you know, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Let me see what you guys are saying. I can't with some of y'all comments. Look, Bonnie says, yeah, in regards to Ryan Fisher, Lady Gaga's dog walker. Jesus says, there are multiple. Speaking of which, just for fans, I think it's something like that. They released a statement. I wish I had the statement. They released the statements, first of all, showing their support for sex workers and letting people know that they're number 2 behind OnlyFans in this arena of content. All right. Let me just make sure I'm covering all my stories. Let me look at my little image, here. We talked about Kenya Moore. We already talked about Lizzo. Let's talk about Aaliyah. Aaliyah's album, her sophomore album, 1 in a Million, is now available on streaming networks. As you know, we did a whole live talking about Aaliyah and the battle between her estate and her uncle, Barry Hankerson, and the relaunch of his record label, Blackground 2.0. They're going to be releasing multiple Aaliyah albums, Timbaland Magoo albums, one album from Toni Braxton. Their music has not been on streaming for years. People have been wanting Aaliyah music on streaming networks, and now it's available. Here's the thing, though. The family does not support it. They don't support it because they feel as if Blackground, Barry Hankerson, has not been transparent with, I guess, royalties, money made from the music before it was on streaming. They were not involved, reportedly, in this deal that was made with Empire Records, not Kempire Records, Empire Records. So that's why I have a difficult time telling you guys to go stream it. But I have the CDs, so I'm just going to play the CDs. But I still want to see my girl be successful. I want to see 1 in a Million on the number 1 on iTunes. It's difficult. It's a difficult situation. I've always been an advocate. I said, what have they done with Aaliyah's legacy? I've been always critical of the estate of Blackground because I just felt like they haven't done anything with her legacy. I get it. You're grieving. That's a very tough situation to be in. But this was also your daughter's dream. And I don't think your daughter would want her legacy, her musical legacy, to just be gone. You guys get me? But Aaliyah's 1 in a Million albums available on streaming networks. Do with that what you will. Hashtag I stand with Aaliyah. Just saying. Gotta be honest. Right? Shireen says, you would have thought after all this time they would have got it together. Apparently, they have not been in communication. According to Barry Hankerson and his interview with Billboard, he has his relationship since Aaliyah died, his relationship with his sister Diana, I can't remember, has not been the same. Who knows why? We only have heard an in-depth interview with Barry Hankerson. The estate of Aaliyah, Rashad, if you want to do an interview, ready and willing. That's an interview I would like to do. That is an interview, but you guys have to be transparent. You have to just be honest with what's been going on. I know they've shared their statement, but their statement, if you watch the video that I did on this, their statement was sort of like all over the place. It was like all over the place. Not all over the place. That's not the right word. It was just very poetic. I was like, can y'all just say what's been going on? Has Barry been stealing money? Allegedly. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me just see what you guys are saying. All right, let's get to 200 likes. And once we get to 200 likes, I will drop the call-in link because I want to hear your thoughts. Weigh in on any of the hot topics that we talked about. Before we do that, though, you know what I love to do? I love to look at property. We're going to talk about Erica Girardi, Erica Jane, Erica Jahoy, Tom Girardi, his law firm. You know, we did a live going through the entire auction. That was fun, though. We had a good time. We had a good time doing that. Let's take a look at some property, though. You know, I love to look at property. Let me take this off of here. Let me take that off. Let's take a look at some property, y'all. I love looking at property with you. So let's take a look at The Weeknd's new home. The Weeknd, apparently, so before we do that, so The Weeknd already has this $25 million penthouse, you know, in California. And apparently this home was not even for sale. It's owned by this Dutch couple. And he gave them an offer, I guess, of $70 million and was like, they said yes. I need to find out how much this house was originally worth. But, you know. Oh, wait, let me see what you guys are saying. First Life says, I told you, Kempire. I told you before, Kempire. Iyanla, fix it, please. No, I don't need Iyanla. I need them to come on my platform and let's do the interview, Rashad. Let's do it. I'm ready. Elisa, whose dirty drawers are those? I did a video on that. Apparently, it's not Erica Girardi in the auction. That's what she's talking about. We'll get to Erica in just a second. I want to show you guys this property. Let's share screen. Hold on. You know what we're going to do? I think I can do this. Let me do something, y'all. Let me just see something before I share the screen. Da-da-da-da-da. Hold on. My mic is in my way. Okay. All right. I'm going to change there we go. All right. Sorry, y'all. I was just updating the goal. I changed the goal to 2,000. Let's get to 2,000. Let's raise 2,000. For those that are watching this, this is our fundraiser, our very first fundraiser here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. Let's get to 2,000. We're doing this for Haiti. They are going through some. They have not gotten better since the 2010 earthquake. We've got to help them. And according to the court representative, they're saying the main thing that they need right now is funding. All right. So let's get to 2K, y'all. Let's get to 2K for Haiti. All right. Let me share the screen. Let's get into this. I want to talk about the. Let me take this off because this is a mess. Yes, we're going to get into that. We're going to get to that right now. All right, we're almost at 100 likes. 100 likes. We're almost at 200 likes. I'll post the calling link in just a second. Let's take a look at The Weeknd's home. All right. Now this is a situation. Let me take myself off of here. Let's look at this, y'all. Let's look at this. So this is the overview of this home. Look at that. Oh my God. This is the $70 million mansion that The Weeknd purchased in Bel Air. He is the new Prince of Bel Air. He is the new Prince of Bel Air. This is gorgeous, y'all. Can we just go back for a second? Y'all see there is no house near him at all. The nearest house to him is so far away. He even has his own little, I guess, is that considered a pond? That would be like a pond, right? Over here. That's a pond. Y'all will correct me in the comments, as always. I mean, he lived in a penthouse. We'll look at the penthouse in just a second. If you're just joining us, we are raising money for Haiti. Let's get to $2,000. Raising it for Haiti. We will keep this up for 10 days. We're looking at The Weeknd's new $70 million Bel Air mansion. Okay? This is the inside. This was owned by a Dutch couple. This is gorgeous. I mean, when we looked at Simon Gobadia's house, it's not like this. This is gorgeous. Right? Right? Bonnie said he can give me that $70 million. Look at this. I mean, this is not necessarily my taste. I like the artwork though. I like the light. I like the amount of windows. I don't know about this carpet though. This carpet's not giving me life. I also don't know about these chairs over here. I don't know about that's kind of giving me 70s vibes. 70s and Miami vibes. But I like the color of the room. I love all of this light. I love what is this called again? You guys will tell me in the comments. Angela says, I love this house so far. Me too, Angela. Someone in TikTok asking, do you think that Bravo will really cancel Roni? I don't think they'll cancel Roni. TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We are doing a fundraiser for Haiti. Let's get to $2,000. All right. This kitchen, though, y'all. Y'all see this kitchen? This kitchen is gorgeous. This is the kind of kitchen I want. Yes. I don't cook. I don't like to cook, but I need a nice kitchen. Look at the ceiling, y'all. Are you guys looking at the ceiling? Have y'all ever seen a ceiling like this? Susie says, that's a lot of money for a house. Well, he's not just paying for a house. He's paying for the ground, all of the work inside this house. Like, how did he even know what this house looked like? Did he go over? Look at the pool, y'all. Look at the pool. Look at the steps leading into the pool. Look at the steps leading into the pool. This is giving me life. This is giving me life. Yes, Kimberly, thank you so much. I couldn't think of the words. The ceilings are called tray ceilings, I think. Yes. They look gorgeous. But look at this backyard. I don't know about the forest, though. The forest look dry. Not for $70 million. I need my forest to look luxurious, but it is California. This is the indoor pool. Is that marble walls? Is that marble walls, y'all? The pool area looks gorgeous. Oh my goodness, y'all. We are living so wrong. TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. I'm actually going to end this live on TikTok in just a minute. Thank you, Miss B's Corner, for the $20 donation. Thank you to everyone that's been donating to our Hope for Haiti charity. We are trying to raise $2,000 for the charity. This pool, though, is giving me life. This pool is giving me life. Lavon asked the question. Hold on. What? Is The Weeknd single? Does he have a gay brother or cousin? You know what? I can't. I think the Weeknd's single now. Him and the other one broke up. Okay, another view of the other side of the house. Look at this, y'all. Look at the waterfall. This house is gorgeous. Does The Weeknd have 70 million? I know The Weeknd's been successful, but 70 million? Is he getting a mortgage? I'm sure he's getting a mortgage, which is not bad. Nisi says, I wish I could sing. So does The Weeknd. I'm joking. Tawanda done packing my bags now, taxi. I can't. All right. Another view of the home. I need to see more of this home, though. This is what the home looks like at night, y'all. This is what the home looks like at night. This is gorgeous. Sonia says 70 million. It's okay to live the life. We all deserve it. But in these times, 70 million on a home, is he trying to isolate? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Twanda says, I'll marry him this weekend. Bonnie says, not my taste. And that's why I like looking at property, because no matter how much property costs or what it has, doesn't mean it's for you. We all have different needs and tastes. If you look over here, that looks like a tennis court. It has a pool, a waterfall. It also has a pond not too far away. This home is gorgeous. Let me actually read to you what's in this home. Okay. It's a 33,000 square foot home. My gosh. It's in Beverly Hills. Okay. Gorgeous, y'all. Look at this. This is his penthouse. This is where he currently lives, y'all. This is where the Weeknd currently lives. Why is this not open? Oh, there we go. This is where he currently lives. So he had to upgrade. This was a $25 million. What's going on here? Why is this not working? Hold on, let me refresh. Y'all. Let's go back. I want to look at this because I didn't get a chance to look at this before. So this is his $25 million penthouse bachelor pad, which is pretty nice. Like, I think this would work for me right now. Look, this would work for me right now. I don't really love this taste, though. I prefer the $70 million kitchen. This is okay. This is like giving me Miami Vice. I like all the windows, though. I love a lot of light. Anyone else? Look at this. This is gorgeous. It's not my taste. This is definitely a bachelor's pad. Like, the decor is not for me, but I like a lot of light. And this is his $25 million penthouse. That's a nice little view right there. Okay. I see how you're living. The Weeknd. This is how the Weeknd spends his weekend. That gym don't look like he used it much. Like, what's going on here? Is that for yoga only? Okay, this is cute. It's got a lot of rooms. Oh, I mean, this is not my taste when it comes to a bathroom, but it's a nice bathroom. You got two vanities on separate sides. What's in the middle? Is that just like store stuff? This is cute. It's very dark, though. To go from very dark to this bright house, Anuli said the penthouse is it for me. Y'all are a mess. Guys, if this is your very first time coming to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, we like to look at property. That's one of the things. Oh, Nisi. Hold on, wait. Okay. Babs next door says bathroom is too dark. I agree. He body doesn't look like he uses it much either. Come on. Let's not body shame him. Okay. All right, TikTok. You guys have to head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. I'm going to end the live here. I'm going to continue on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. Just left this open so that you guys know that we are raising money for Hope for Haiti, an organization. We're already at over $1,100. Keep on donating. Keep on sharing this. We'll keep this video for the fundraiser. It's going to be continued until, I think, to the end of the month. The next 10 days. Yes, the next 10 days. So thank you, TikTok, for watching. I'm going to say goodbye to you because we're going to get into some more mess on my YouTube channel. Link in my bio. All right. So I can focus on my YouTube fam. All right. Really, Samaya? Okay. Not the burger sugar diet. Burger sounds good, though. I need to get my life together, too. You know what? QK said there was dust on the exercise. Don't let me go back and look. The kitchen looked good. It's not my kind of kitchen. It's a little dark. I want a brighter kitchen. I want a lot of light. I think I want more like marble. I don't care what I want because everyone wants different things. Hold on, y'all. Let me move this in. I got my little standing desk mat there. I'm going to sit down. Maybe I should stand up. I look too far down. Lord have mercy. All right. Hold on, y'all. Whew, there we go. I could adjust the camera. I don't feel like doing all that. If you're just joining us, we are doing a fundraiser. Oh, wait, there we go. We're doing a fundraiser for Hope for Haiti, raising money for a fantastic charity. You know, Haiti just experienced a 7.2 magnitude earthquake back on August 14th. So we're trying to raise some money for them. So if there's anything that you can give, we appreciate it. Let's get to $2,000 before I end this live. Let's get to $2,000 before I end this live. All right. Levon says that house look good any day of the week. Levon's ready to move in with the Weeknd. All right, let's get into some other stories. So Erica Jane, as you know, we reported on several different stories on Erica Jane just this week. just this week. We also did a recap of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Well, another story came out about Erica. You know, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this season. She talks about that Cliff story. Shout out to my girl Kiki, the Talk of Shame. She actually drove up to the Pasadena mansion behind, you know, where you can actually drive there and go on those roads. It's very cliffy, though. I mean, it does look a little hazardous. Well, here's the thing, though. According to Matt Hamilton, the LA Times writer, one of the writers of the infamous LA Times article that no one read but Sutton. Well, according to him, the Pasadena police have no record of this car accident. And the story varies from person to person. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, wait, I said I was going to drop the call-in link. Let me drop the call. I'm so sorry, y'all. We were looking at property. I got caught up. Let me drop the call-in link for you guys, and we'll take some callers, and then we'll wrap this up. Let's continue to raise. We have almost 250 people watching. Be sure to like this video if you haven't liked it already. Donate what you can. Thank you, Anonymous, for donating $20. I just saw that. Appreciate you. Let me just drop this call in link. All right. There we go. There it is. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying. Lulu says Erica's going to slip up sooner or later. I mean, hasn't she already? Thank you, C. Appreciate you. C says, as a Haitian, I truly appreciate your fundraiser and love for Haiti. Thank you so much, Kempire. I'm just happy that we're able to do it. I'm happy, you know what? We're critical of YouTube and Google all the time. I'm happy that we have this option that we can mix doing what we normally do, but also doing it for a good cause. Doing it what we normally do, but doing it for a good cause. All right. Let me take some callers. Before we take some callers. So the Erica Joy story. So according to Matt Hamilton, one of the writers from this LA Times article, I did a whole video on it, so I'm not going to go through every single detail. He's saying that the Pasadena police have no record of this Cliff story. They have no record of it. And that the story varies from person to person. Not just Erica. So there are a lot of people protecting Tom Girardi. Be sure to check out that video here on the channel. I'm going to take some callers. Let me just say, Bernice is here. Hold on. Let me bring Bernice up. Bernice.
Hey, Kempire, how you doing?
I'm well. Long time no speak.
Yeah. Yes, since yesterday. Okay, right. Britney Spears need help, and people are so gung-ho about her getting her freedom, but they don't realize she's diagnosed mentally impaired person. So she's going to need help throughout her life.
Yeah.
To deal with life situations.
Yeah.
That example of the housekeeper or the dog walker who was trying to take pictures as in showing that the dog was in disrepair.
Yeah.
So this is my way of keeping, so you won't say I'm lying on you. This is my evidence to show that you're not taking care of your dog.
Yeah.
And for her to attack her, and she did the care.
In all fairness, Bernice, I have to say there are people that are mentally capable that don't take care of their pets properly.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah, I know, because we have it was a lady who was a hoarder. She had 80 cats in her house.
Oh, yeah. Her house was a stink.
Yes, it did. They had once they got the cats out of there, the Michigan Humane Society came and got the cats out of the house. They had to condemn her house.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And she suffered from mental illness. So Britney's gonna have to have some type of assistance, and the people around her, including her boyfriend, you can't treat her like she's normal. Britney's not normal. I'm sorry. It's nothing to be mean or anything. It's just a fact. She take her medication, she go to counseling and everything like that, in her support system, she'll be fine. But if she don't do that, you see the video of her dancing and turning in circles. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, and Erica a liar.
Why
You
is
know,
Erica a liar?
Erica's a liar. Erica, one, she shouldn't have yelled at my girl Garcelle
Mm.
because I wanted to throw something at my TV, but I didn't want to break my TV. You
Not
know,
on
because wait a minute, because I had to do a check. I'm looking at Garcelle's face like, and her look said, "No, she ain't yelling at me. I'm trying to help you when you yelling at me." Like, okay, I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that go. But all her and Erica's enablers, which is lying as the reek. The lag got lost in my lips, Lisa Renner.
Oh my God, Bernice.
And I gotta cook for everybody, but I ain't never got no help. Kyle.
Kyle need to work on that.
Yeah. And Dorit was showing her snobbiness when they was in Tahoe, and she's saying like, Kyle, you can't get no help, you know, looking like hooker number one from Miami Vice. Come on. And you complaining about you got to go take your dish into the kitchen and empty it and put it in the dishwasher.
Mind you, Kyle's not the one having money problems.
Right.
Allegedly,
right. But you and PK moved this y'all dream house, and then the next year you sold it. But that was supposed to be y'all forever home.
Maybe not so much.
Right. But other than that, everything gonna come out, and everything is gonna be true about about Erica and her husband. All they got to do is a CAT scan on him. If there's no diminished tissue in his brain, he don't have dementia.
Well, I always heard though that they don't know if you officially have dementia until after you pass away.
Your brain slowly deteriorates. If you don't have no signs of it's starting to deteriorate, he don't have dementia. It's just a.
But he's also 80-something years old, so I think as we're all reach 80 years old, we're gonna have some brain deterioration. We probably some of us got it now.
No, he is so he won't go to jail. Okay.
I mean, I'm not trying to defend Tom Girardi, but I'm just saying.
That's all he is so he won't go to jail and take his wife with him. Because I don't know if they can accessory after the fact. That what they can get for Erica. Because I'm sorry, that $20 million going into your account and you don't know where it went, but you're not responsible for it. No. Because when Sutton told her, she said, I have a lot of LLCs and I'm responsible for every last one of them, what goes in and what comes out. And Erica go look at her like, damn, you smarter than I thought. Duh.
Oh, Lord. Bernice, thank you so much for calling. I want to get to everyone before we end this live.
Okay, kiddo.
Thank you for calling in.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. Hold on. Let me, Danielle, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Danielle?
I wasn't ready. I'm ready. It's date night. I got to get ready.
She said it's date night. Don't throw it in our faces that we're here on date night.
Well, I'm here too. I'm just pressing my head while I do so. Don't roll your eyes at me like that. Hey, everyone. Happy Friday. Hey, y'all make sure y'all donate. Let's raise some money. We've done really good so far. I'm happy to see that we've raised so far. We did really good.
Yeah, we did. And guys, I want to remind you, we're trying to get to 2,000. So let's do it. Let's do it together. And I appreciate you supporting.
Where are we?
We are at 1,100.
Okay.
A little bit over 1,100. So they don't tell me the exact amount now. It just says 1.1. So I know we're close to 1.2. Let's get to 2K, y'all.
Okay, I'm going to donate another 30 to make mine 50 for the night.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let's chat. Let's talk.
Okay.
I agree with, who was it that just hung up? Bernice?
Yes.
So I agree with her with everything with Erica. I agree with her for the most part, 99% with Britney. I think, so my 1% is this. We recognize that Britney isn't well. We just knew that her father wasn't doing right by her. That's the part that we wanted her free with. We know that she's going to need someone to help her financially, help her manage the books. Because taking consideration, she's never done any of that by herself. So she's going to need someone. We just wanted her from up under her father because we knew her father wasn't doing right for her. So hopefully her mother's still around. Are her parents still married? I remember Jessica Simpson's parents. Wow. Okay, so good. So
because her father threw the mother under the bus.
I remember that now. I remember
just
that
recently.
So hopefully the mother is still around. The mother could kind of come in and swoop in, not the boyfriend, because I never think that that's the best idea initially. No. So yeah, we're just gonna keep hashtag free Britney and hope everything pans out in her favor because she's been at this since she was a Disney kid, and that's practically her whole life. That's a long time. And I remember seeing her live one time. We were in the third row, and she literally looked like a robot. Nicki Minaj opened for her when I saw her, and this was before Nicki blew up, but Britney looked like a robot on stage. It was a great show.
Yeah.
It was very it wasn't like a live person. It was literally like a robot. But it was it was a great show. What else are we talking about? Kenya. I need Mark, and Twan Don said this to me earlier. I need Mark to show receipts from where he hired security. Here's the other thing. I need him to know, I need to understand why he felt the need to hire security, because if you let him tell it, he doesn't have social media. So how do you know that the fans are attacking Baby Brooklyn? And that could be twofold. That could be Kenya used that as her defense against him, and now he's trying to make it seem like he was doing right by Baby Brooklyn, or he could be making it up because he claims he doesn't have social media. He does have an Instagram page for the restaurant.
Oh, so maybe that's where
But I only found that because Kenya tried to tag him in it. When she would post him, she would tag the restaurant. And he's never, I don't know if he runs that account or not, but I know he's never posted anything about Kenya, the show, even when he was on the show.
Yeah.
I haven't checked it in a while, so I don't know if there's anything updated with that. What else we talk about today?
I mean, I think Mark is still stuck in the 90s. That's why he has the nose ring.
So child, you shouldn't say that, because I thought the same thing. I think Sheree thought the same thing when she was like, "Well, he has a nose ring." You remember that scene? She was like, "Nose ring." So yeah, I don't know, but young people are getting nose rings nowadays. I guess it's coming back in style.
Is it?
Yes, the young people are getting one of each nostril. Like, it's a thing now.
I mean, young people, not 40-something-year-old people.
I agree. I totally
imagine agree. Y'all see. Well, I'm gay, so y'all wouldn't be surprised if I got a nose ring.
So I remember back in the day, I thought that was a gay thing, depending on which nostril you had it in. I thought if you had, I don't know. I've never really known anyone to have one.
I never had one. I already have a large schnauzer. I felt a nose ring would make it look bigger.
And insinuated, yeah. But I always thought that, like, for the gay boys, if you got it on a certain side, either your left or your right, I never knew which one. It kind of like identified that you were part of the gay community. I don't know, child.
I think people used to just say that amongst each other. I don't know if that was really.
And that could be true, because I never asked any of my gay friends about that. So you could be absolutely right. I probably heard it amongst the girls talk, but I never confirmed it with any of my gay friends. So
I don't remember that. Honestly, I don't remember.
Well, it's possible we were wrong. We were totally wrong.
Y'all making assumptions.
Aaliyah. Oh my goodness, Aaliyah. I am glad but sad that it's on streaming networks, her music, that is, because I still have her CDs, but I no longer have a CD player. So I've showed my daughter like the CDs, and I've showed her videos, but I'm real big on her learning old music, or like not old, but to her it's old, but her history of music. And I just feel like young people don't know. They think they come up with all these great beats and all these great songs when really it's a remix or a redo of what we've already done, which is nothing but a redo of what our parents did. So I'm glad that it's on streaming platforms now, that we can teach our younger. Yeah.
I just say this. I have the CDs, and I've uploaded the CDs onto my computer. So there is that.
I to your point, I do have all my CDs on my external hard drive, but I've gotten so easy with the platforms and not toting that external hard drive.
Streaming is so much easier. I know y'all.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stand with the family.
I know, but I feel like how many years has it been since Aaliyah left us?
Over 20 years this year?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. So
20 years this month, coming up in a few days.
It sure is. It's sure, because I remember the day it happened on a Sunday. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I remember getting a phone call. It was crazy. OnlyFans. I'm going to start me on OnlyFans and see how much money I can make until October. I put in the comments, I still have my Tumblr page and I still use it as my version of Pornhub. It doesn't really give porn, it just gives pictures. So I was one of that 3% that said yes.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you admitted that.
I don't care. I mean, it is what it is. What else did we talk about today?
We talked about a lot, but can I get to other callers?
I'm trying to hurry up and get off the phone. Oh, real quick. The Weeknd's house.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my question. You're going from a bachelor pad to a house. Are you trying to tell us something? Are you getting ready to propose to someone? Like, what does that mean? Because one thing I noticed with these celebrities, they buy these beautiful houses and they say single, but they never stay there. They always claim they're on tour or something. They always stay somewhere outside there if we're going to stay there. Twan, Don, if you're still in the comments, if you're still watching, go to LA, go stalk outside his house, see if you can get in for the weekend, see if he comes home. Let's see we got to do some research, because that's a beautiful, I would love to cook in that kitchen. I would love to cook in the bachelor pad kitchen. I know you don't cook, but you can clean up behind me.
But wait a second, I think part of the reason why he might decide to move from a penthouse, remember when you live in a building, there are rules you still have to follow. He's an artist. He probably has dealt with like neighbors complaining about his music or something, or the people that come there. So maybe that's why he said, let me go buy a house where I can do whatever I want and I'm away from everyone.
But again, I'm thinking, so let's remember that people make their money on tours, and he does, well, without COVID, he does tour and he does great shows. So I still don't think he will be home. Wasn't he dating one of those sisters? One of the was a Hadid? Who was?
I forgot which one it was. It wasn't Gigi. It was the other one. They'll tell us in the comments.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wonder if he's even going to be home. We need to find out. We need to put a PI on it and figure out what's going on. Or maybe he got put out the penthouse, to your point, over the loud music and the weird parties and stuff. Maybe he got put out. So maybe he does need his own space. But the house is freaking beautiful. I would love to. We should go throw a house party there. We should go in before he moves in and have a party.
Okay.
Oh, it was Bella.
Bella, yes, Bella Hadid. Bella Hadid. Thank you guys. Thank you guys in the comments. All right, Danielle, thank you as always for supporting and for calling in and sharing your unpopular opinion.
See you guys.
Bye. All right, guys. Mel, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on, Mel?
Hey, good evening.
How you doing?
Oh, good. Yesterday I called, but then I guess I pushed the wrong button as far as the volume.
Oh, yes. We couldn't hear you. I was like, what's going on?
I know it. But I bet my name because you said you tired of beeping up there high.
Yep. What's going on, Mel?
Nothing. You know what? Just I'm putting the prayer hands up for you, because you know what? I don't know. I don't want to be too deep, whatever. I think it's really cool. And I'm gonna say, brother, that you're doing this for Haiti. It's absolutely wonderful. I wanted to call and say I appreciate what you're doing. I know we're doing. I'm gonna give a little, give my little shade a little bit in a minute, but I just gotta give good vibrations. Well, not for you, but just you kidding me? No. No, but in seriousness, you're doing light, but also you're doing this real thing. And I donated tonight, and I just think it's wonderful that we have to support our brothers and sisters of brown and black. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah, definitely.
But
okay, I'm ready for the shade.
You ready? Well, I'm not sure if it's shade because I think tonight's been so beautiful. Well, I think that for me, I would say in general, I'm spellbound by this whole season of all the Housewives right now. I really just feel like last year, I feel like I was numb because of how divided it was, especially Potomac for me, because I was really loving it. And I actually at one point stopped watching because, again, I love Monique and I love Candace. So for me, what was different last year was that the blogs or just sort of the reviewing for me felt so opinionated and felt so personal. It felt like it felt. I'm a person who, I guess this is one thing I would say. I love objectivity. I love it to be right down the middle. And I like for people to be like, I'm team Monique, I'm team Candace. But I'm like, for me, I'm team everybody. I want to be right down the middle. And you can see two sides. I think this year it's been more balanced with the reviewing and also the way that the shows is coming out. With Potomac itself, it's halfway through the season. I'm going to say for me, I'll probably give it a grade of maybe a B-, because it's not really, for me personally, it's not really just sort of doing like, I guess what they've done in the past. It's not really been as funny as I like it to be, or as shady. And I think that's sort of what's happening there. And quite frankly, I don't find Wendy that compelling. I think she's beautiful, but the whole story is centered around her. I'm sure Candace is exhausted from being dragged. Hold up, she's been dragged physically and throughout the blog stuff. So so just the Potomac for me is going to B- for me, because it's not really doing anything for me this year. It's not really that compelling. I'm hoping something pops up, maybe that we haven't seen in the trailers, but that's it for that. And with Erica, what I was going to say the other night when I was calling in is that the only thing I would say about her is that she is so brilliant at clocking people, as we know this in the community. This idea of, so when she's sitting in the scene with Lisa Vanderpump, and when she can sit in the scene with Lisa Vanderpump or any of the ladies and go, look at them and know, she can read them by the eyes. She can read them by what they say. She can read them by what they don't say. She can say it in a confessional. You live in a house with this man who was supposedly, quote unquote, diminishing in capacity, and you couldn't really clock what he was doing. I think that was that's hard for me to really get, how you can be so brilliant at reading people, but you weren't brilliant at reading somebody, quote unquote, who lived with. I think the same issue I had with Phaedra. When her thing fell apart, I go, well, you didn't know what was happening with Apollo. It's the same scenario with Erica. It's just that you can't be so brilliant, a woman, and brilliant at shade and brilliant at reading people, but then you can't really. It's hard for people to believe that you didn't know that you can't really clock your own husband, basically. For me, that's.
So you think she's lying? You think she's lying?
I think she is, and I think that she did it. I think she was doing it. So the thing that betrays her is that every time she's in the scene, she loves to come off as a person who knows it all. So before a woman can even say what her point of view is, she said, "Well, this is what you're doing. This is what's happening." I'm thinking, well, if you know what they're going to say, you feel it intuitively. You didn't feel that way about your husband. You didn't know when he was crooked and when he was not crooked. So, she can read people, and the fact that she claims she couldn't read her husband is confusing. It's very confusing, and I don't buy it. And also, I would say one last thing, and I'll ask you this question, because this is what you do, and you do it very well. What I'm noticing, and I'm not sure if it's the editing, it feels like I like the fact that the women are more honest about their alliances. I will say that. So with Giselle and Green Eyed Bandits. There's no no objectivity there. They're going to stick together whether they're right or wrong, and Ashley is going to be how she is. And I'm seeing that on Beverly Hills, Lisa, Kyle, and Dorit, and Erica, and I forget the other ones, but they are together whether they're right or wrong. And I think that before, unless I'm mistaken, I felt like it was more balanced with the cast. Like they weren't all clumped up in a group of 5 or a group of 6 or whatever it is, that they were able to have different opinions. And it feels very real life. In real life, people like each other. They're not very objective. And now we're seeing that play out on television, which I found very fascinating because, I find it fascinating. And in real life, we do that. So I find it fascinating that it's shown up on TV, that what Garcelle mentioned is the inner circle. I say, yeah, that's real life. That's real life. People do that. That's not right. It's not based on race. It's just based on clickiness and who you feel comfortable in. And it's unfortunate when people get left out.
No, definitely. You said you had a question for me before I let you go?
Oh, well, I was just going to say, I mean, in the time that you've been watching, and have you noticed that even I think on Housewives in New York City, that the cliques, people who are in cliques, whether they're right or wrong, this is something that the viewers seem to have an issue with, whether it be Lisa or Ramona, whoever. As a person who analyzes it, do you see that the people's cliques are more revealed and stronger? And it's not, I don't feel like that. What I'm trying to say is that before, people were not in cliques as much. They would sort of be on the show. But now I feel like every series has a clique that's unbreakable. And it's really fascinating to see that. And I was wondering in your reviews, have you noticed that that's sort of been a theme? that if you're in a clique, whether the person is right or wrong, you're not leaving it. You're sort of stuck in it, which can be a little boring as a viewer. I like the person to sort of have disagreement with their best friend. So no, I think you're wrong. And I feel like with the girls on Beverly Hills, nobody's shaking that tree in that little 5. And on New York City, people are not really going against Ramona that much. And so it's just like if you click together, you're not really spanning out, and it's a little boring. But I see that that's the constant thing. And even Kenya, I mean, the queens of all queens, Kenya and Candy, and some of those girls over there, they all stay together too. So, and then of course, Portia's talking about that. So I just feel like cliques are running the network right now in my mind. I'm not sure if that's what you feel.
I think it varies from city to city. I don't know if cliques are a constant theme across all of the cities, because I feel like some of these people throw each other under the bus. But I think that's also life too. You see people in life that form cliques when it comes to their friendships and whatnot. So that wouldn't shock me that this is reflecting what we see in real life.
Mm-hmm. I guess so. Yeah. Yes, so all right. Well, you know what? I'm going to let you get back to the fundraising. I want you to raise not only 2,000. I want you to raise 4,000 tonight. I want it to be big, big, big.
Thank you, Mel, for calling in.
All right, sir. Have a good night.
You too. All right. And Newly, for some reason, saying devices not connected, so I can't bring you up. Shell, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on, Shell?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
It's been a minute since I called back again, but I love jumping in and hearing what you have to say and giving my commentary too. So first and foremost, I really want to say thank you for raising money for Haiti. My family are from Haiti. My dad's from Ansavo, which was very, very close to where this earthquake hit.
Yeah.
And my mom, God rest her soul, she was from Jacmel. So that was not too far away. I would say maybe 3 hours from the capital of when the first earthquake hit a while back. So my family is a little shaken up only because of what happened to the president. It just like hit after hit.
Yeah.
And, I see online that people say Haiti can't catch a break. I think we need to just send love and positivity. I don't think saying something like Haiti can't catch a break. I mean, you don't really know what is being shown on TV. They don't show everything. I have friends who have traveled back and forth to Haiti. It's not exactly what you see. There's a lot of propaganda of what's being shown. But yes, that earthquake did some major devastation. So I just want to say thank you for raising this money for us. And I feel like the earthquake happened, it came and went, and then you don't really hear them talking about it. Of course, they're talking about what's going on in Afghanistan, and we want to send our love and support out to them too. But it's just like, it's kind of like, Haiti kind of got, phased out with the new news that's going on, because obviously when President Biden is being mentioned, that will overshadow with what's going on here, with our troops. So it's like, what happened to Haiti and how can we help? So I appreciate you still keeping your attention on this. So now to the mess, and I'll keep it quick because I know you have people waiting. Yes, let's just keep it quick. Brittany, I will say this. I believe, and I'm not a doctor and I can't diagnose, but from what I'm seeing, I think she might be bipolar. Okay. And she's showing signs, but it could be something else. I agree with the last caller. I don't feel like her father did right with the money.
Yeah.
However, come on. Brittany is not in the mental state that she was, or did we ever really know what mental state she was in? To be able to take care of her resources in the best way she can. And honestly, I don't trust that boyfriend of hers either. I feel like he's an opportunist. I think he's waiting in the wings. I don't see
waiting in the wings.
He's waiting in the wings for her to just get full control over that money and see how he can swindle it out of her. And that's just my opinion on it. Moving on to Aaliyah. Come on, y'all. I got all the CDs. Listen, at this point, let's all just try to create an account, burn the CDs that it doesn't really affect the family. I mean, I agree with you, Kempire. There's something behind that story on why they are not releasing her music. I mean, do y'all got an audio recording? Did Aaliyah say, listen, if anything were to happen to me, I don't want my music in? Like, we need something so we can all be in one accord.
Sidebar. I know yesterday I said I wasn't going to talk about R. Kelly, but there was some Aaliyah related news that came out of that. And they said apparently the reason why R. Kelly and Aaliyah ended up getting married was because she was pregnant at the time. I just wanted to bring that part up. But back to Aaliyah.
Yeah. So that I mean, we don't know because they've kept this so hush hush. Damon Dash, whatever, he tried to spill as much as he can, but he's still respectful up until this day of what he is able to share. You know, I got onto you and you introduced me to Femme Tarot, and I know you support her channel. She's wonderful. But similar to her, there was another reader who had claimed that in the next coming months, we'll hear about like a book that someone had written that was close to Aaliyah on truly how she really is and what people don't really know about her life and leading up to like how and why, you know, her passing, which a lot of us know somewhat, but they were saying it might be a little bit deeper than that. And it definitely ties into the R. Kelly thing as well. So it's funny you said that.
Wow.
So they said there'll be a book, and I don't know if it'll start to be released, and that Jay-Z will be dragged through that as well in a major way. So we'll see. I mean, this person seemed to be as credible as Femme Tarot, so we'll see if that's even something that'll come down the pipeline. But I would love for Femme Tarot to do a reading on Aaliyah if she can.
I'm gonna tell her.
Yeah, that would be something interesting.
And Tara and I are working on another musician, so stay tuned for that.
Oh, I can't. I already have my notifications set to that.
So stay tuned for that. It's a really good one. If you guys didn't see, Femme Tarot and I did a collab. We collab here on my channel, but weekly on her channel for Walk of Femme, and we did a Michael Jackson one.
Oh, it was so emotional. I could not, like, there was not a dry tear. I was just like, that one was really deep. That one was really, really deep. And then lastly, Kenya and Mark Daly. You see what happened when you bring two Leos together? You see it.
She's not a Leo. She's a what? Isn't she like a Sagittarius or Aquarius? I can't remember.
I thought her and Mark were both Leos.
He's a Leo, and I believe she's an Aquarius.
Oh, geez. Even listen, at this point, Mark gives me a little bit of a vibe that he may not be all the way into women.
But they're two fire signs then.
Yeah, two fire signs. I mean, listen, Mark just doesn't seem like he was ever into Kenya. Ever. Like, but, you know, I think she might have paid him to, you know.
Are you really going to go with that narrative?
Is it that far-fetched?
I mean, it's not far-fetched. But
you see their interaction. He like, it's almost like he despises her one minute and then kind of, you know, tolerates her.
Isn't that typical Leo behavior?
See, I'm not about to have the Leos come from. I'm an Aries. I love you, Leos.
I have a Leo moon. It's Leo season. Shout out to all the Leos.
But yeah, that's about it. I'm not gonna hold the line up. Everybody, please donate. It doesn't have to be a lot, just so we can support Haiti, because it's going to take them a very long time to rebuild, as if they weren't already trying to do that. So, and I'm definitely going to.
I thought it was crazy that they still were struggling since 2010's earthquake. Yeah. Okay. Shell, thank you so much for calling in and sharing your story and your family with us.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
All right. I see we have a familiar face, guys. We have over 200 and something people watching this video. Like this video, donate what you can, share this video so other people can donate and know what we're doing here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. This is our very first fundraiser. Let's reach 2K. We're going to keep this fundraiser going until I think it's like August 31st. So for the next 10 days. So be sure to share this video as much as you can. I appreciate everyone that's already donated. Shout out to our moderators. Shout out to everyone being a part of the conversation. Of course, I said, let's do a hot topics night along with raising money for a good cause. And as Michelle said, I think part of the reason, yes, and you know, honestly, I would love to do something for Afghanistan and the women specifically of Afghanistan. If you don't know what's going on in there, go Google. But I think oftentimes, even if it wasn't Afghanistan, it'd be something else. This country, this Black country, very much like Black people here in America, I know some of y'all don't want to hear this, get often left behind. This is why it's important. This is why I've read that particular part to you in regards to France's responsibilities and the United States' responsibilities on how, and the reason why Haiti has not been able to recover economically after becoming its own independent country. All right, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Rastani, I'm gonna bring you up. What's going on, Rastani?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm getting better. I got shot with the COVID.
When you said you got shot, I was like, what?
No.
Oh, you got COVID. I'm so sorry to hear that.
That's okay. It's not your fault. Don't know where I got it from, but yeah. Shot me down. Boom, boom.
Wait, everyone even when you wear your mask, so you can still get it.
Yeah, it's just crazy out there. You know, and I'm in Florida, and you know the numbers are ridiculous in Florida.
Look, that's why you got it. Florida, get it together.
I want to leave my house.
But no, what I'm saying, Florida is it's a hot spot. So even if you don't leave your house, if you have your windows open, I'm playing.
It's true. It seeps through the walls or something. I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you feeling better though?
I'm getting there. I'm on the mend. I'm getting there.
Wow.
I didn't catch the beginning of the chat. I mean, I was there, but then my sister called, you know, with her drama. So I was there with her.
Oh, she has drama going on. Any drama that we might be interested in, I'm playing. You know we're messy.
That's for another time. That's another story time. I did text you the page 6 article last night. Did you get it?
No.
With Erica.
Where?
I sent it to the Team Kempire text thing.
Oh, okay. I responded to you, I think. I believe
I have to double check.
But the page 6 article, I actually did a video on it.
I saw on the breakdown of the money that she doesn't know where it went.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to call in yesterday. I wanted to, but yeah. So I can only address okay, first, I don't know what was said about Britney, but this is my thought with Britney. I do think that, you know, when she had her breakdown and was placed in the conservatory many moons ago, that she might have been going through postpartum and it was just like one thing on top of the other, and she just had a meltdown. I don't know if she's necessarily both bipolar or not, or if she even has mental issues. But what I can say that if they're heavily medicating her all the time, that does mess up your mental faculties now. So maybe they need to start easing back off the medication. I don't know. It's just my speculation.
Yeah.
I don't know her medical.
A lot that we don't know, so it's hard to even. It's hard, and I said this before when the whole Free Britney movement started. I said it's hard to make any sort of real stance on this because we don't know what psychologically has been reported because, of course, HIPAA laws. So that's why. I mean, I don't trust Jamie Spears either, but I still think that Britney needs proper support.
I agree with that 100%, and not the boyfriend, because you know.
No.
It's funny that that the last caller mentioned the boyfriend, or it could have been Danielle, I can't remember, where they were saying that they don't trust him, this, that, and the other. Prior to jumping on this live, I was listening to a replay of Breakfast Club with Nick Cannon on there, and he was talking about the baby mothers and finding a woman and blah 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 blah, and I think for people that get in the industry at an early age, where I'm just bringing it back to the Breakfast Club, where Envy knew his wife is his childhood sweetheart. Charlemagne, the same thing. Even though they had their cheating, blah blah blah, they knew them before they were DJ Envy, Charlemagne. Any woman that Nick Cannon they know he's Nick Cannon. And I think that's the same thing with Britney and, you know, the rest of them. So it's going to be difficult, in my opinion, for them to find someone of yoking that they're not there to take advantage. So Britney, if you're listening, be careful of the boyfriend.
Oh.
I'm just saying, keep a side eye.
Not a side eye.
On to my Beverly Hills. Garcelle, Sutton, you guys are the MVP. I see Crystal's trying to get on the boat with you because she's not on the Kyle, Erica, Dorit, Rena boat. I'm interested. I saw the Bravo after the show thing where Sutton said that, you know, for sure she thinks that Rena gave Erica the heads up. That's why she came in with the headband.
I can believe
quote Sutton.
I thought that if you guys aren't watching, I need to do a separate video talking all about that whole Bravo Insider after show that they're doing. But yeah, it's very revealing. It's very revealing. Rasani, keep talking. We've been live for 2 hours, y'all. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, but I can still hear you, Rasani. Keep going.
Okay, go ahead. With Erica, where I commented yesterday in the chat where a caller, when Sutton asked the question about do you not get a heads up? And she's like, she worded it very carefully to say that the newspaper, the media is not going to give her a heads up of a lawsuit coming out. No, they're not going to do that because they're not going to have that information. You're absolutely correct. But in every article that we read online, page 6, LA Times, New York Post, whatever, they'll always go, oh, we reached out to such and such reps for comments and nobody got back to them, or whatever the case may be. So you knew that article was 100% coming out. Stop playing shy, stop playing coy. Nobody, first of all, your Cliff story, that made me dizzy. I wanted to fall off a cliff because it didn't make any sense. It's like, was he in the hospital? Did he go to the hospital? Who found him? Did you walk into the house and how deep was this cliff? What are you talking about? You know, it's all this smoke and mirror that she's trying to create in order to try to do some protection of Tom.
Even in this last episode, I was just like, I can't even defend you, Erica.
Did you see the face? I know you saw the face when Garcelle said F Tom.
She said it twice.
Yeah. And it's like, and you know, me and my sister were talking about it, and it's like her behavior, it's not, you know, it's very revealing. It's either, okay, even if you still have deep love, you're going to be like really extremely hurt, or you're going to be really extremely pissed off. And she's not showing any of those emotions. And it's like, she's still going around, whoa, it's me, poor me. Even when she, you know, it's like, Erica, if you cared so much, wait, first, backtrack. Who the hell has a $14 million Amex?
Well, we have to remember that spans from 2008 to 2020.
But so I mean, still
spending.
I mean, still.
I mean, the high life. I think there's the high life, like The Weeknd and his $70 million mansion that he just bought.
I mean, still, it's like, oh my goodness. And say, I was listening to Ronald Richards on Up and Adam, and where he's saying that, you know, he's how these lawsuits work is that you go after these people. So like Stephanie, Kim's ex-assistant, Ronald's going to be coming after you to get a portion of that money. Mari, you don't have to worry. It's just $1,000. I'm sure, you know, you can give him all of that. But
that was the lowest one. I was like, that really is nothing in comparison.
I know, but this is my real question, though, that Up and Adam, if you're in the chat listening, or you can ask him, Kempire, whenever he speaks back to Ronald Richards, I'm really curious to know, does that mean that they'll be going after Amex for a portion of that money?
I don't think so. I don't think Amex is not liable for the charges that you make.
No, but even because he's like, if you're a poker player and you're in a tournament and you win that money and that's a victim's money, they're gonna come after you for that money. So he's like, in the interview, from what I gather, it's like they're going after everybody. So I'm curious, are you gonna go after Amex too, and how does that work? And that doesn't really bode well for Erica in the future after everything calms down, because nobody's going to really want to be doing business with you, because I'd be afraid to touch your money because I may have to be giving up some of that money.
Yeah.
In my opinion, for me.
I think Erica's going to be the one solely responsible for paying back that money.
I do too, because Tom's going to be dead in a second. Knock on wood. I mean, I'm not wishing death on him. No, Karen, that's not what I'm doing, Karen.
I know when you said it, I said, oh my Lord.
I mean, he's 82, quote unquote. He has dementia. I used to be a home health aide. I used to take care of, I've taken care of people that has Alzheimer's, dementia.
So maybe we need you to go there to diagnose him.
I don't need to be involved in that mess, because Ronald Richard will not be calling me into any deposition. I know nothing.
So what was your experience, Rossani?
I know nothing. I just know what I saw on TV, and I think she's a liar, and she's getting herself tangled up in her lies of web. I will.
Rossani, I just want to point this. Daenerys, thank you for Daenerys Targaryen. Oh, I love Game of Thrones. Amex is borrowed money. It is money they owe Amex. Remember, that's a credit card.
No, I understand that, but it's victim's money that she used on the Amex, and I'm guessing that they had to have paid a portion of that back throughout the time.
In order to, you mean what, the money that she paid Amex to pay back the credit that she used?
No, I mean, like, okay, you use your Amex card to buy the car, for example. They still send you a monthly statement, so you still have to pay something. So are they going to be going after that money? It's curious. I know that you probably have a lot of people. We will discuss Beverly Hills again.
We will this week.
They're hot. They're on fire this season. Love me some Garcelle. Love me some Sutton. Love me who's hunky dory. Oh, can I just say one quick thing to all the chat and everybody that watches these Housewives? It's very telling. Who has money and who does not. It's like, you're not going to question Kathy's money. You know where that's coming from. I don't question Carol's money. I know where it's coming from. Erica, I've always questioned. I'm like, how many big lawsuits is he? I've always questioned it. From she came on the show, it's like 2 private jets. It's like, what the hell kind of lawyer is he? So, you have to look at the lifestyle and what they do for work to see how that money is generating. Like PK, you're manager for Boy George, but you weren't even a manager for Boy George when he was in his prime.
Oh, it's the Boy George stage for me.
So I'm curious, where is PK and Dorit's money coming from? But either which way, it's a wonderful thing that you're doing for Haiti. They're our sister country. It's just up the road from Jamaica.
Yeah, Jamaica felt the after effects of the earthquake.
They sure did. They sure did. So and it can happen. It's lovely that you're doing it. I hope that this charity that they allocate the funds well. Just a side note. I don't know the Haitian callers or viewers. I don't know if you know better information, but I was listening to NPR earlier today, and someone was speaking on the relief for Haiti, and they're saying that it's better to send money than to actually send things right now, because it's hard to get it there.
We literally said that earlier.
Oh,
that's part of the reason why we're doing the fundraiser.
Okay. Wonderful. But thank you for doing this. I will donate some more.
Thank
Love
you,
you.
Rasani. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And thank you for the reminder to remind people this is why we're doing the fundraiser. Cash is king right now, especially for Haiti. And that's why we're doing money. Yes, other things are really wonderful, but right now money is what is needed. And that's coming from the core representative there in Haiti. Thank you again, Rasani.
Thanks, Kemp. See you later.
Bye. Anuli, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. What's going on, Anuli? Oh, wait. I thought Christina, stay on the line. Anuli, there we go.
I was just like, who the hell is Christina? No offense to her. Hi,
Look,
everyone.
I'm trying to do stuff, and then I was like, whoa, wait.
No, it's okay. Hi, how are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm tired. Came from rotations, but I'm here to speak some stuff.
Okay.
First of all, shout out to Haiti and shout out to you for doing this because, fun fact, my first job 11 years ago was actually like working at a resource center as a receptionist for a little like how you say, like this resource center for the people of Haiti who came. You know, Obama had that thing to help them out the first time around.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw it happen again, I was just like, not again. Like this was what 10 years ago. Like I was like so shocked. So I'm glad that you did this because it's really nice to have that access to direct funds for people. I know a lot of people have like these GoFundMes that you don't know where it's going to. So I was like, when I was driving back, I was just like, oh, it's 5 o'clock. Let me go and, you know, go on the live because I know you sent the text messages for the people who aren't on. You send for the text messages because he tells you what it is. But
you know, it's important. It's important what you're saying. I just want to also remind people because I know some people will think that YouTube is taking a portion of this money. No, YouTube, and I posted a link in the description where YouTube talks about YouTube giving. 100% of the money that's raised here on this fundraiser goes to Hope for Haiti.
That's why we're here. That's why we got the big bucks so we can give back to the people. First of all and last of all, Haiti needs reparations. France is ridiculous. That's a story for soon to come, hopefully.
We talked a little bit about it earlier too.
Yeah, I missed that part, but we need to talk about it more. Anyway, going to the topics you had, I'm just really confused by your thumbnail. How you have all these queens in Kenya with Erica Girardi. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I thought that too, and I was like, well, we're going to talk about Erica. She's a hot topic. We've been covering her a lot this week. So I was like, okay, I'm going to include that there.
Okay.
Don't hate on me.
In regards to Lizzo, I'm just really confused why in 2021 people are talking about how she's unhealthy, My thing about it is, people are having sex with people they don't know with no condom. People are taking drugs. People are doing all these things that are unhealthy. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. Mind the business that pays you. I don't understand why she's not able to twerk the way she wants. Like, it's just like, people are bothered, and it makes me upset when she has to like show people what she's eating to try to be healthy, or she has to cry. Why are people terrorizing big people? It's the fat phobia for me. I'm just real confused. Yeah. I know there's another YouTuber, also Black, also gay man. His name is King of Reeds. He does a very good expose on like the fat phobia and how it kind of like plagues like American society. So if anyone wants to see that too, but yeah, it's really good. As well, so that's enough for Lizzo. Please free my sister from the haters. People need to watch their mouth. But anyways,
and my Taurus sister.
Yeah, and I'm a Taurus. So May 12th. But like, in regards to Aaliyah, so the last time I came here to speak about somebody's child, their mother came up to say something else. So I hope that maybe Aaliyah moms come, to dispel some rumors. I've always questioned how she's been like, I understand you're grieving your child, but like, especially in regards to the R. Kelly situation, and I'm glad that the whole thing didn't work with me the first time, because I'm glad you guys had that conversation, because I was gonna bring it up. Like, if I were her, like, and I'm my mom, so let me watch my mouth, but I'm just so surprised that like she wouldn't say something about that situation in honor of her daughter. I totally understand in like the late 90s, early 2000s, it will make her look like a certain type of way, a certain type of girl. But nowadays, where people are more educated on the subject, like, why she wouldn't speak up or maybe even like testify on, you know, for her daughter about the crimes he's committed to her daughter. I don't know, it kind of baffles me. I don't know, I personally would want to like have that voice for my child. It's been 20 years, you know, like you don't owe us anything at all, but I think that she's trying to keep it in, her mom and her family as well. They try to keep it in, but I think sometimes you just have to have that voice and speak up for her. You're trying to preserve her legacy and the idea we had of her of 20 years ago, but also be that voice while you're still alive, while you're still able to. Like, stand up for her, especially since, you know, well, I'm not sure if it's alleged, even though, like, there's a marriage certificate, but, like, allegedly, you know, he married her daughter.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why she doesn't, like, speak out on it more, or just in behalf of victims, but whatever. I think that's it for right now, because I'm tired. That's all.
We appreciate you calling in.
No problem. You guys have a great day. Bye.
You too. Bye. All right, Christina, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. Oh, I keep bringing up the wrong people. Christina, there we go.
Hi, Kempire. Hi, everybody. 2 days in a row. How are you?
I'm doing all right. What are your thoughts on any of these hot topics? You can weigh in on anything.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for this fundraiser. I have friends who are from Haiti, and one of my best friend's mom actually was missing for a few days. She's okay, but so it's been a little bit of a weird thing. And kind of like following up on what some of the other people said earlier between like the Afghanistan thing, like I'm with you, brother. Like literally, we get forgotten sometimes, and it seems like the news. I'm not saying that over tragedy is lesser than or anything like that, but it's really been sort of driving down this other part. So it's really great that you put this together for everybody tonight. So thank you for that. And, you know, I'm on the money part. Like, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit obsessed, for lack of a better word, on following the money with this Erica thing, because I'm sitting here and I'm like, you spent $2 million a year of ill-gotten money. I understand if you're rich, $2 million a year of expense might not really be a thing, but then you find out where the money is coming from, and you're still displaying all of his really weird behavior. And then the other thing that really made me think, like kind of going back to our conversation yesterday about why was Teddy there? Like, okay, Erica, Lisa, Dorit, Kyle, Teddy, they've all had some sort of like issues that we find out in the news is that suspect that they clump together. And then Garcelle and Sutton are like, what's up with you ladies? And Kathy and Crystal are sitting over here like, we're going to close our mouth. And my suspicion is, I don't know how much money Crystal has, but like, I'm thinking those are the real rich. And they're literally like, we're not touching this. Like, y'all have y'all scandal and be messy with it and have at it. But so that's one. And then I'll be quick. The other thing is like the Britney stuff. So I grew up in Mississippi, and like I'm about to age myself, but way back when, she went to a school that was like she went to a high school that was like a, you know, a competing high school to the high school I went to. And back then there were so many rumors about like how like her family, like her dad is really controlling. But you know, like back then it was like, oh, people are just jealous because she's becoming famous. And so like people are just saying this like bad things about their family. But then now, years later, it's so scary, like watching it from that perspective of just like how many of those things must have been true. And I have a lot of compassion for her. Like, may it be that she has some mental health issues or not, but she literally got dragged for years and years and years and years by the press and the paparazzis. And so, like, I'm thinking, even if I was fully formed adult and someone did something like that to me, I might have some personal issues too, but she was a child. And so hopefully everything gets sorted out, but she definitely needs some help. And And that's it. Good luck on your fundraiser. Hopefully you cross it and then some more. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you, Christina, for calling in. All right, guys, we're going to take a couple of more callers. But before we do that, if you're just joining us, it's a night of hot topics, raising money for Hope for Haiti, a really great organization. But I've also listed some other organizations in the description of this video. Don't forget, YouTube Giving is giving 100% of your donation to this organization. 100%. If you've been under a rock, Haiti experienced another earthquake on August 14th, a 7.2 magnitude earthquake. However, they had still not recovered from their 2010 earthquake. And of course, if you've been watching the news, Haiti also experienced some social unrest after the assassination of their president just last month. Okay. And of course, years and years of just so many issues in regards to their relationship with France and the United States and how that's affected their economy as well. So we are trying. Every little bit counts. I appreciate everyone that's donated so far. Thank you so much for being here, watching, supporting, sharing. Don't forget, we will keep this fundraiser going until the end of the month. So if you're watching the replay, shout out to our replay crew. Let us know your thoughts on some of the hot topics that we were talking about, your story about Haiti or your relationship with Haiti. Share that as well in the comments, and donate if you can. Donate what you can. All right. Let's get to 300 likes already there. I think Teddy did dislike the video. Sidebar: I was watching the after show with Garcelle, and she asked the same question we all asked: why is Teddy here? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I thought that was funny. All right. Next season, Dorit will be in the hot seat with her legal issues. I don't know how she got over the whole other legal issues. That was just sort of, they just decided we're not going to go there. All right, the Shady Gal. I hope you're ready to be shady. I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Shady Gal?
Oh, I'm quite lovely, Kempire. Thank you for having me, and thank you for hosting this benefit. It's definitely needed for the people because, man, child, every month is something else since the beginning of 2020. I swear Earth is ghetto. I want to leave. This is ghetto. It's the worst. 2 thumbs down. But I'm praying for people because I had some classmates who are from Haiti, and they're still looking for family members, unfortunately.
Wow.
But we gonna donate. We gonna support. If it's one thing we gonna do, we gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean, every little bit counts. Look, already we've only been live for I think almost over 2 hours. We've been live 2 hours, and we already raised over $1,600, and that is going to go a long way. Hope for Haiti. If you would like more information on Hope for Haiti, guys, head on over to hopeforhaiti.com for more information about them. But back to you, Shady Gal.
I just wanted to come on briefly talk about the Britney situation. I'm praying for her, but I still don't understand how they ever let her father be the conservator versus her mother. Like, that never made sense to me at all. Because growing up, I mean, people who watched the videos about Britney and stuff, her dad wasn't involved. Her mom was the one who took her to audition for Mickey Mouse. Her mom took her to the record labels. Her mom was with her and moved to New York. Dad was down in Mississippi getting drunk and riding four-wheelers, talking about his daughter's gonna buy him a boat. He gonna be on the boat, man, spending money. I'm just saying, like, he was not exactly, Cliff Huxtable minus the roofies. So how did he ever get in control of this situation? Like, how he get the funds? How he collecting the money? So he said he's stepping down, but he hasn't given a date as to when he's leaving. So technically, he's still being.
Yeah, and he has stipulations on the transition of power.
Right. And it makes no sense because he's like, oh gosh, someone put an IUD in Britney. Oh no, who did that? That must have been the new person who's only been in for a year, even though Britney says she's had it for years and has never been able to have a kid. Her last fiance left her because she was engaged, like when she was on the X Factor, for years to that man.
Yeah.
And she was never, Yep, and she was never allowed to marry him. And I wonder why. Because if she married him, who was going to then be the conservator?
No.
Her next of kin, her husband, the man with the ring on the finger. And her daddy wasn't going for that, especially when she's the cash cow for the family. She bought stuff for her brother. She's bought her mama a house. She brought her little sister a house. Even though the girl keep going on Instagram talking about I've never taken money for Britney. Baby, your condo down in Destin, Florida was bought with her irrevocable trust. What you talking about? We see the internet doesn't lie. We have records. We get receipts. Baby, it's the 2020s. We're in the age of receipts. You better, if you gonna say something, you better back it up. Just like with the whole Simon thing. Simon been called out Fallon for being pregnant and aired her out back in May. Talking about she pregnant by Jalen. His videos of Jalen coming to my house. This is him trying to avoid the cameras, but I got you. And then what? 4 months later, she's like, guys, I have an announcement. Jalen and I are pregnant. Okay. All right.
Do you believe it though?
I do.
I mean, we already know she's pregnant, but I don't know.
Like, what was the point? Are you getting a check or something? Were you trying to swing you a spinoff on Bravo or half a peach in the upcoming season? Because you weren't getting a full one. I don't understand. I don't understand.
You don't understand. I definitely don't understand.
And praying for Kenya. Because her buying that husband about to have her homeless because he gonna take that house. Since that was the marital residence.
I hope he doesn't take the house.
I mean, he said it was part of the marital residence. You had a man that got you kicked off the show for a year. He gave you a beautiful child, but gave you nothing but headache, made you gain weight, lose your edges, your face bloated. He ruined your body. You look dusted for a man who don't want you.
She looks great now.
She had to get rid of that stress. She had to separate again. She tried to so-called make it work for her plot line and it almost killed her.
Oh,
how many times?
You're really living up to your name right now.
I'm just saying, how many times Sky Daddy gonna knock at your door talking about daughter? Daughter, did you not get my last message? Okay, here you go, 50 more pounds. Here you go, health issues. Here you go, wrinkles. Like, listen to the ancestors. Listen to the father.
Shady gal. Any other thoughts?
How do you... When are we ever going to be free of Giselle?
Never.
Never. Andy, please listen to us. You can find somebody else to be the bone carrier. You can find somebody else to keep up the mess. Find somebody who's stylish and whose weakness is not Jamal. That's the only reason we keep bringing him up, because it gets you so good. The most epic read of the century will always be, is Jamal coming? Of course not.
You did not just say, of course not.
I've had people in Canada walk up and say, is Jamal coming? Of course not. It's a moment. Karen made a moment. It was like her and Monique doing that tag team was like watching Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen coming with the alley-oop. And she's still mad. Now, of course, I mean, Karen's on her BS about the whole, she wished Ray death and all that. Girl, just say you don't like it. We'd be okay. We'd understand. But for real, Giselle just wants her apology for Monique. And baby, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You sat up here and told production you were trying to bring up the rumors about her husband and her baby on the show. Even though it supposedly never aired, it did air because the whole thing about the trainer aired and you was going to keep it going. And then stuff popped off the way it did or whatnot. But
I'm just shocked that she, she saw the divisiveness and the vitriol that she saw after the Monique situation, that she would try and do that again this season.
I don't know if it's her or if it's Bravo paying her extra check or she thinks it's the only way for her to remain on the show. But girl, this is not a good look for you. You just come off as a hater. Because now you've gone from attacking Monique because you set her up last season and then you used that whole situation with Candace to ice out Karen. Now you come this season hating on Karen, but you really mad at Monique. And now you mad at Wendy because Wendy and Karen are cool. And their coolness is really just them coming to an understanding about their relationship, them hashing things out as grown women should, as you should have done if you were grown and if you were mature. Age is nothing but a number. Aaliyah taught us that. And you still ain't got that. You still
Let's
over here
not quote R. Kelly song.
I'll just say she's still over here, a 16-year-old in a 51-year-old body over here talking about Karen needs to her geritol. You are barely 6 years younger than her, and she looks 20 years younger than you. Come on, gobble gobble. Stop playing.
Oh, not gobble gobble. Oh Lord. All
She
right.
got that turkey neck. That's even with the surgery she had. That's still gobble gobble.
Anything else?
I think that's it for me. I'm gonna stop. I'm just doing the most right now.
I'm about to choke on popcorn.
No, we need you to live, darling. You gotta live. See, you got one neck. You can't choke. You ain't got another neck to save you like gobble gobble.
Oh damn, not another neck like God. Oh Lord. Shady Gal, you lived up to your name. Thank you for calling in.
Blessings and love, darling. Blessings and love.
Take care. Bye. All right, guys. We are over 1,800. 1,800 people have, well, $1,800 so far. Thank you to everyone that has donated so far and that keeps donating. I see some of you are donating more than once. I appreciate you. If you're watching the replay of this, feel free to donate. Let's get over 2,000. That is my hope for this. As I said before, according to the core representative, they said now more than ever, what Haiti needs is money. They don't need all the other things that you would like to send right now. Excuse me, y'all. This is live. But we're almost at 2,000. Let's get to 2,000 before I end this live. Let's get to 2,000 before I end this live. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to just make sure I covered all the stories that I wanted to cover. Excuse me. Oh, there's a story I didn't cover yet. Nicki Minaj. You know, we reported on the story that Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, is being sued. Well, Nicki Minaj and Kenneth are being sued by his accuser. So, as reported on the Jasmine brand, Kenneth Petty wants his name removed from the sex offender registry in New York. Kenneth claims being on the list is causing him problems. You think? According to legal documents, the article reports that Kenneth had the opportunity to appear in court to challenge the risk level given to him back in 2004. Still, he claims he was never notified and he was incarcerated. He also says paperwork was sent to an address he didn't live at, and the signature was forged. As a result, he's suing the state of New York and the criminal justice system. I saw this and I said, you gotta be kidding me. Wait, I can't even see what you guys are saying. Hold on. Oh, wait. I know I want to do it. What am I saying? The comments. Okay. So the Jasmine brand also notes that Kenneth claims he suffered humiliation and a financial loss financial loss due to being registered a offender. The accuser's name is Jennifer Howe, as I reported before. She alleges that she was raped by Petty back in 1994. In an interview with the Daily Beast, Jennifer claims Nicki Minaj and people close to the rapper are allegedly trying to convince her to recant her story. Jennifer said, I'm hoping for the truth to come out and whatever comes from that truth to let it be. All right. The Pettys, what a name. What a name. Have always denied the allegations. Back in 2019, during an episode of Nicki Minaj's Apple Music radio show, Queen Radio, speaking of which,
being a queen has more to do with having balls.
I had to, y'all. To recant her story in 1995, but allegedly changed. So Nicki Minaj's radio show, she said Jennifer wanted to recant her story back in 1995, but allegedly changed her mind when she learned she could serve jail time for filing a false report. Nicki also alluded that people believe Jennifer over her husband because Jennifer is white. However, Jennifer claims to be biracial, according to the Jasmine brand. I saw a video of Jennifer. Rachel Dolezal looks more white. Oh wait, Rachel Dolezal is white. She looks black. Okay. Okay. Kenneth Petty recently took a plea deal for failing to register as an offender in the state of California, where he was living with Nikki illegally at the time. All right. Let me see what you guys are saying. All right, we're already at 1,900, guys. If you're just tuning in, we are doing our very first fundraiser, and it will not be our last. We're raising money for the charity Hope for Haiti. They're doing amazing work, and I did my research on the charity that I chose, and it's one of the many charities that I've listed that are actually doing the work in Haiti. And your money, 100% of your money, will go to the charity. 100% of your money will go to this charity, Hope for Haiti. So again, I posted all those links in the description of this video. I've also posted links to where I got some of my information that I said to you guys earlier in regards to the facts of what's going on in Haiti. So shout out to our friends over at Now Simplified and So Informed on Instagram. Be sure to follow them. Lots of really great information, not just on Haiti, but on just information in policy and politics and a whole variety of things. Even if you want a better understanding of what's going on in Afghanistan, a lot of really great information over there. Shout out to my mods for being here. I know we've been live almost 2.5 hours. I would like to end this at reaching our goal of 2,000, and of course, I will change the goal once we reach 2,000, so we can reach even more. Because we're going to keep this fundraiser going at least until the end of the month. We got to keep raising money for Haiti. I know it feels like Haiti continuously is in the news because of these natural disasters and other oh, we already reached 2,000. Oh my God. Some of the things I'm singing between. Yes. Oh, you know what I got to do. You know what I got to do. Hold on. Yeah. Yes. We are past $2,000. First of all, thank you guys so much for doing this. I appreciate everyone's compliments, but that's not why I did this. I had the idea. I was like, what can I do? Oh, I can talk about the hot topics and raise money for this really incredible cause. Shout out to everyone that reposted this. Shout out to my fellow content creators that reposted this. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to all my moderators for being here this entire time, covering all of these hot topics and having a great time with us. And thank you to everyone that donated. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you to everyone in chat. I see the crowns. You all are kings and queens and princesses, whatever you call yourself. I appreciate everyone that called in. Look, we don't do this alone. We don't do this alone in this world. It's important for all of us to be able to lift each other up. If you're watching the replay of this, you can continue to donate on this video. You can click the donate button and your money, 100% of your money will go to Hope for Haiti. If there are other charities that you would like to see what more you can do, I've posted those links and those charities in the description of this video. And if you would like a better understanding of YouTube giving, I've also posted the link where they explain to you how it works. And they also let you know that 100% of the money raised during this YouTube giving goes to the charity. So thank you to YouTube and Google. Thank you to everyone that donated. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to my moderators. Thank you to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. Thank you all for being here. Stay locked to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel because you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Tonight was the so much more. We talked all hot topics, and we took your calls, and we raised money for a really great cause. Again, thank you. Yes, I see you guys. Thank you. Shout out to everyone in the chat. You know what we got to do. We're going to end this with some music. Let's get out of here. Let's go spend the rest of our, the rest of our Friday. I have to move this mat. I can't dance with this mat. Y'all know I'm hungry. I got to eat dinner now.